Welcome back everyone. We get to do one last quick comparison from the iPhone 6 to the newer iPhone SE 2020, and the reason I want to do this one, I was going to end it with the last one, but I read this article that basically the phones that, the iPhone SE 2020 that are going to be super, good for, or the current phone owners who own this specific phone who are probably going to update to the iPhone SE 2020 is looking to be the iPhone 6 owners, which is really, really awesome. So I wanted to do a quick little comparison, should you go and update or pre-order the iPhone SE 2020? Should you wait? Should you whatever? So I'll go ahead and do this one. I already pre-ordered 2 iPhone SEs. So I'm going to keep one, do the comparisons, and I'm going to give away the other one. So keep it locked down on this channel and the main channel so you guys don't miss that giveaway. But looking on the front, obviously there's some major changes. Just kidding, they're obviously the same. 4.7-inch panels on both. Both of them are IPS panels. Well, one amazing and important thing to note is that apparently, first of all, the iPhone SE 2020 retains that Force Touch, which is really cool. We thought they took it away, but apparently it's been confirmed that it has it, but it's really not that big of a deal. We'll figure it out when we get to it. But the iPhone SE 2020 does have True Tone built in that display, which is really, really awesome. That's something that not a lot of phones have that capability of. So if you have True Tone, that makes that phone feel much warmer, or the screen feel much warmer, and that's something that's really, really cool. So if that's true, then that's a really, really awesome thing. The iPhone 6 doesn't have it, but really at their core, they look almost the same on the front. On the bottom, lightning ports on both. The iPhone SE 2020 does not have that headphone jack where the iPhone 6 does. And on the back, single camera setups on both, but obviously the iPhone SE 2020 has a better camera setup for sure. But you do have that glass on the back, which the iPhone 6 does not have. Not an end-all be-all, but that is something to kind of consider. You will have a better feeling experience on the iPhone SE 2020 for sure. You also have wireless charging on the iPhone SE 2020, where you don't have that on the iPhone 6. Now, camera-wise, like I said, single cameras on both, but the iPhone SE 2020 does have the ability to shoot 4K videos at 60 frames per second, where the iPhone 6 only was able to shoot 1080p at up to 60 frames per second. So kind of an important thing to know right there. You also have portrait mode on the iPhone SE 2, where you don't have that on the iPhone 6, so kind of a big deal. Again, not a deal breaker, but that is something to consider at the end of the day. The front camera is 7 megapixel on the iPhone SE 2, 1.2 megapixel on the iPhone 6, so definitely in terms of the camera, the iPhone SE 2 is definitely going to win. And in terms of software support, obviously iPhone SE 2 wins by far. The iPhone 6 is currently unsupported, so the iPhone SE 2 is going to win, easily. You also have IP certification on the iPhone SE 2, IP67 dust water resistance, where you don't have that on the iPhone 6. So again, another quick thing to know right there. In terms of power, the iPhone SE 2 is going to be way faster. You had the Apple A8 chip on the iPhone 6, a dual-core CPU, and 1 gig of RAM, where on the iPhone SE 2 we have the Apple A13 Bionic chip, which is the newest chipset in both the iPhone 11 and 11 Pro, and even the 11 Pro Max if you want to throw that in there, a hexa-core CPU, and 3 different models with 3 gigs of RAM. So without a doubt, the iPhone SE 2 is going to be the more powerful one. If it's anything like my 11 and 11 Pro, it's going to be an extremely fast device at the end of the day, and it's going to be much, much faster than your current iPhone 6. And to end it off with battery life, surprisingly, the iPhone 6's battery size is 1,810 milliamp hours, where the iPhone SE 2 is 1,821 milliamp hours. So not a crazy, humongous difference. But it is something that kind of threw me off because the battery sizes are almost the same on these, but obviously the battery life should be better on the iPhone SE 2, but I will test that as soon as I get the phone. So that's honestly the quick comparison. Again, if you have an iPhone 6, I would highly consider upgrading to an iPhone SE 2, especially since apparently Apple made this phone specifically targeted for current iPhone 6 users. So with that being said, I would highly recommend updating to it or upgrading to it, or you can enter my iPhone SE 2 giveaway whenever that happens, and you could potentially get one for free from me if I choose you as the winner or whatever. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel, all those things are linked down below. I'd really appreciate it if you guys to check it out. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.